Hello, everyone. You are watching the tutorial video on how to effectively use Google Classroom. So to get started, you're going to want to open up a Chrome browser and go to google.com. And then if you see sign up or sign in over here, you need to click on that blue button and sign in using your school email address and password. And that's going to get you into the right spot. Once you are there and signed in, you're going to want to click on these boxes up here, these little squares. I like to call them a waffle. So you're going to click on the waffle and you will be searching for Google Classroom. You might possibly have to scroll down to find your classroom icon, but you're looking for this right here. It is the green chalkboard with the yellow border around it, and it says Classroom at the bottom. So this is the icon you'll be looking for to go to your Google Classroom. That's going to bring you up to your Google Classroom homepage. And this is what your homepage is going to look like. If you're enrolled in any classes, they will all show right here. If you don't have any classes yet, you're going to have the option to join. So if you have classes from last year, if you have used Google Classroom in the past and you have classes from last year, you're probably going to want to archive those classes so that you can remove yourself from the class so that it doesn't keep showing up if you don't need the class anymore. Make sure that you don't remove yourself from any current classes that you've signed up for today or previously if there's something you want to keep. So to remove yourself from a class, you're going to click on those three dots that are right there, and then you can just click unenroll. And that will take you out of that class if you click unenroll, and it will remove it from your homepage. And there are a couple ways to get into your classes. You can click directly on them from this screen, or you can click on the hamburger option up there and you can see your classes here. You can go to your calendar. There are lots of different options that you can go to from here. So you can also see what you're enrolled in, and if you've archived any classes. So if you unenrolled yourself, you might be able to see those there as well. And then you also have the option to settings. And on your settings, you can change your notifications, whether you receive an email notification whenever an assignment posts. You can change your settings right here. I'm going to go back to classes, and I want to show you first of all, how you join a class if you're not in any classes yet. If this is your first time using Google Classroom, you will be clicking the plus button, and your teacher will be giving you a code to join your tech class, but they may have already given you a code. They might have also invited you to a class, and so it might, if you've already accepted their invitation, it might already show up here. But otherwise, you can click join class, and you're going to get a pop-up. Yours will look just slightly different than mine, for a class code, and you can enter the class code right there. So you'll be given the tech classroom class code after you watch this video, and you will join the tech class today, and you'll put that in right there. Once you're in the class, it will show up here on your dashboard, and then you can just double click on it to open it. Now, on your class, you will see three different tabs at the top. You have your stream, where everything just posts in the order that your teacher posts it. You have classwork, where your teacher might have organized it into different categories. And then on people, it will show you who your instructor is and who is in your class. So I'm going to go back to classwork. This is where you're going to be able to see all of your assignments that your teacher posts. And you can actually click on an assignment and you can view the assignment. You can double click on the assignment to open it, or you can click view assignment. When you open up an assignment, it'll show any attachments that are right there. Once you're on an assignment, you can add or you can create. So if you've saved something in your drive already, you can add by going to add from your Google Drive. You can add a link if you've saved it. If you have a website that you need to link to, or if you have a file that you have downloaded, you can add a file. You can also create brand new blank documents. So if I wanted to create a blank slideshow on this, I could click on slides, and it's going to open up a brand new slides document that's linked directly to this assignment. It's not anywhere else except for in the folder for this class, and you'll notice that up here at the top, it automatically put my name and it put the assignment name up here. So then you can make your changes to that assignment. Once you are finished with the assignment, once you've made all of your changes and you are finished with the assignment, you always want to click turn in. Clicking turn in is going to tell your teacher you are finished with the assignment. Now, it's a possibility your teacher might instruct you to not turn in assignments, because once you turn something in, you no longer have editing rights on it. So you want to make sure before you click turn in that everything is exactly how you want it. Once you turn in an assignment, you're going to get a pop-up that's going to ask you, are you sure that you want to turn this in? You can cancel at that point and take it back off. If you did want to change that, like let's say you're like, oh, I was supposed to do a Google Doc, not a Google Slide, you can click the X and it will delete that assignment, and then you can add another one. So you could add your doc to that. You can also add multiple documents. So go back to this. Once I have that document added, if I want to add something else, maybe I have a link that I want to share, I can also add that, or something from my Google Drive. So you can add multiple assignments. So sometimes you might have 2 or 3 documents that your teacher wants you to turn in on one assignment, and so it allows you to do that. I'm going to go back to this other class so that you can see if your teacher does organize by topics. You might see different topics throughout here on your classwork. So this one has classroom resources, and then all the different topics that your teacher has divided it into. So depending on how your classroom teacher decides to organize it, you might have different sections that they want you to go to. Here, next thing I want to show you on the classwork is you can view your work. It's going to show you when you click on view your work. This is a neat view because you can see everything that you've turned in and anything that's missing. And if you have any upcoming assignments that are due, it will also tell you that they are upcoming and due and when they are due. So you can check those out. You can look at anything that's been assigned to you that hasn't been turned in, and the returned work. Once your teacher grades something and returns it to you, it will show up in this return section. And then if you're missing anything, you can look at missing right there. So this is handy to make sure that you have everything done and make sure that you have clicked turn in on everything as well. I'm going to go back into that page. I'm going to go back to the classwork tab again. And from this tab, there's also a Google Calendar. So you can click this and it will bring you up to a Google Calendar, and it will probably, the very first time you click on it, it's going to have this pop-up that asks if you want to add this calendar. And so I do not want this to give me notifications. If you want notifications, first time you go in, it might pop this up. If you want it to update you every time this calendar is updated, every time your teacher posts an assignment, you can say allow, and you will get a notification whenever an assignment is posted. So if I want to add this calendar, I just say add, and then it will be added over here to your list of calendars that are down there, and you'll be able to see any assignments that are posted on your calendar right here. Okay, so I think that is pretty much most everything you will be using within Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please make sure that you ask your teachers, and they will help you get through that. Now, what I want you to do is take the code that your teacher gives you to join the Tech Classroom and go join the Google Tech Classroom. We'll be doing more assignments from this classroom as the day progresses.